Hello and welcome to Flahive Field in Westwood, Massachusetts as the 4-0 Holliston Panthers take on the 2-2 Westwood Wolverines. Offense has been the story of the season so far with the Panthers as they're averaging just under 34 points per game, spearheaded by Matt Arvanitis, Mitch Gimlett, Brian Gary, Topher Ryan, Tristan Benson, and the whole slew of offensive weapons they have in their arsenal.
Well, I know this is Jay Wyman, by the way, and we're here with Owen Radcliffe. And one of the things today, Owen, that we're going to look at is this game. You know, it comes down to Holliston sits at 3-0 and Westwood's at 2-2. But there's three levels to this game we want to look at. The first is that this is a big rivalry game, and it's always a big game when these two teams go at it on the football field. The second is that, Westwood, if they want any chance of winning the league, is going to have to come out and beat Holliston today. And the third is that you get a lot of playoff points here. So this is a big win for either one of these two teams. Whoever can grab it, it's going to be a big plus for your points towards not only making the playoffs, but where you're going to play in the playoffs. And right now, Holliston, I believe, would probably be at the top of the Division 5 playoffs. Westwood, by the way, is a Division 4 team. Holliston will get extra points if they can beat Westwood today. So you got a lot going on today, and a lot of people think, well, here you are on a Saturday afternoon, it's just another game, and it's not. It's a really important game for the rivalry, the standings, and of course the playoffs.
Absolutely, as you mentioned before, for beating a opponent that is division higher, you get 12 points as opposed to the standard 10 for someone in the same or lower division. So a win today really would help the Panthers towards that home field advantage that they're already pretty close to, on a pretty good track to getting.
Yeah, and they're going to have to come out today and play a good game because this Westwood is always features a really physical team. They really get after it with Holliston. They, as I said, it's a rivalry. It's a big rivalry. I mean, no matter what the records are, both teams really come and play hard. So, it's a situation here where Holliston wants to come out, play a clean game, no penalties, no turnovers, and come out and play your game, and they'll have a good chance of coming out of here with a win.
Absolutely. They got off to a little bit of a slow start last week, started to catch fire towards the end of the first half, carried that through the second half. Let's see if they can keep it going today.
Yeah, that's a good point. And, we've seen that a lot year after year with Coach Kiley teams. Sometimes they'll come out and score in that first drive, but sometimes they'll do a drive or two, and, you don't see much going on. And then the next thing you know, at halftime, you look up the scoreboard, and they have 4 or 5 touchdowns on the scoreboard. So something where you want to see what happens when they come out, how they're going to come out, how aggressively they're going to come out. And by aggressively, I don't mean playing aggressively. I mean play calling aggressively. You're going to run the ball. Are you going to come out and throw the ball? You're going to come out in your war. You're going to come out and just spread offense. And, we'll see from there. We'll see what happens. But this game is important, and it's a big one for, as I said earlier, for both of these teams for several reasons. So hopefully we'll have a good one today.
Absolutely. As you're saying with that play calling, with that slew of offensive weapons that they have, they really can call any play. Benson, Ibbotson, they can both break off long runs. Arvanitis, we've seen him break off some long throws before. Really anything is possible here. Defense has been very good also. They're almost shut out Medfield last week, just one touchdown. They missed the extra point also. And coincidentally, they've averaged the same defensive yards allowed last year and this year, 188.
Yeah, they've played incredibly well. They really have defensively. I mean, they holding that Barnstable team to 18 points was really something special. And last week they had as you said, they had the one touchdown, and then Holliston came up and racked up 41 innocent points. And the one touchdown they had was the result of a fumble and gave Medfield a short field, and they were able to capitalize on it. But other than that, this defense has been playing amazing, and they are fun to watch. They're not just a defense that, stuff the run all the time. They come at you, and it's great to watch them blitz. It's great to watch them come off the edges and everything. And of course, Coach Athey's done that for years, and Coach Kiley and his coaching staff, they know what's going on here. They know what's going to happen, and they've studied the films and everything. So I think you're going to see them open up offensively and defensively.
Absolutely. Harden and Aylward coming in from both ends of that defensive line. I believe they both have multiple sacks in the year. Even last week, they were a lethal combo. Even after one of them left, Justin Baddock came in, picked up right where they left off, picked up a sack, picked up a big sack too. Very great timing. Really, the depth on this team is unmatched.
It's phenomenal, and that's a function of getting off to these big leads early and getting these kids playing time in the the third and fourth quarters of a lot of games. So when they're done, when they come out here, as a sophomore sometimes or a junior, you come out here and you already have quite a bit of playing time. So it looks like Holliston will be receiving, and of course Westwood will kick, and we'll be back in a minute with the Greeks' keys to the game.
Welcome back here. We're just getting ready for kickoff. National anthem has just been sung. Teams going back to their sides as the Panthers return teams getting ready to come out onto this field and get started here in this beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Okay, we're going to go to the keys of the game from the Greek. Common theme: start fast, avoid any turnovers, and build up a huge lead by half. Have a big play offense. Marv, Gimlet, call him Marv now. He knows everybody. Marv, Gimlet, and Benson lead the Panthers again for the Big Red Machine. Special teams come up with a big play, a punt, a kickoff return. Defensive passing, pressure, and coverage. And pitch a shutout in the fourth quarter if that's still viable. So same thing, kind of like we talked about earlier. Owen, it's, play a clean game, no turnovers, and reduce the number of penalties, and you're probably going to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they're pretty good at keeping those penalties low. After that one game against Barnstable, they were pretty good about it last week against Medfield. Don't remember any major penalties that really hurt them. But a couple weeks ago against Barnstable, it was just a mess on both sides.
Beautiful day here today. Just an absolutely beautiful fall day. The foliage starting to turn a little bit. Sun is out nice and shiny. Nice, cool, crisp fall air here on October 5th.
Absolutely. Westwood comes back to kick it off with Gimlet and Schneelock, back to receive the kick. And the kick is away. Low kick going out to about the 16, received by Schneelock. Schneelock's running it back. Schneelock to the 30, breaks open. To the 40, to the 50. Dives ahead, reaches about the 46. The Westwood 46, a run back of about 35 yards there for Schneelock. Excellent way to start the game for the Panthers.
It's an excellent way, and what happened there is they got some great blocking, and the coaches are going to see that. The coaches, the special team coaches, are going to look at that blocking pattern and the kickoff team, and they're going to absolutely love it. There was a couple pancakes there for Holliston, and it was a nice way to start.
Absolutely. Panthers starting off with great field position. They're going to be starting on the Westwood 46. As the offense trots out there for the first time today, we got Arvanitis back in the shotgun, Benson behind him. Gimlet on the near side. Arvanitis back in the shotgun. Calling out some signs, takes the snap. Hands it off to Benson. Benson up the middle. Breaks one tackle, gets away. Breaking down to the far side, got it out to about the 34. Broke a couple tackles, got a few good blocks, picked up the first down.
Nice play by Benson. Got some nice blocking over there on the left side of the offensive line. And, Tristan Benson, how many times have we talked about this, Owen? Time after time. It's a combination of speed, balance, great vision. He's just really a superb running back for Holliston.
Absolutely. Arvanitis back in the shotgun again. Benson behind him, staggered a little bit to the left. Arvanitis takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking downfield for Topher Ryan, just overthrew him a little bit. Just a little bit too high, it looked like. And back with the second down, 2nd and 10. Good look by Arvanitis, just a little bit too far.
And it looked like he also had Mitch Gimlet down running that pattern. Mitch's going to go back and tell him that he had broken free. And if he put the ball towards Mitch a little bit there, he would have had 6 points.
Absolutely. Talk about speed. It's one of the best. As Panthers step back up for 2nd and 10. 11:18 left in the first quarter. Arvanitis, 4 yards back in the shotgun. Benson behind him. They put Radcliffe in motion. Radcliffe drops behind. Arvanitis rolling. Oh, jukes by one guy. Stiff arms another. Gets a hit, falls down, picks up about 7 there. Bringing it out to the 26, 27 looked like. Great pickup there by Arvanitis. Looked like they ran a little option with Teddy Radcliffe there. Arvanitis chose to keep it himself. Juked right around one guy. Laid down a nice stiff arm on another one. And able to bounce forward for a gain of about 6.
And that's what Matt Arvanitis does so well with his, is very intelligent ball player, great vision, and that allows him to run that run-pass option that he runs there, and whether he sticks the ball in and either lets the running back keep it or he takes it himself.
Absolutely. They are on the right hash. Ibbotson in now. Oh, looking to hand it off to Ibbotson. A little bit of a fumble. Arvanitis rolling out to the far side. Looking for Gimlet downfield. Gimlet picks it up, and what a first down. Looked like Gimlet hung on to that, and the refs are saying, yes, he did. Great one-handed grab by Gimlet as Arvanitis rolling out to escape that tackle.
95% of the time what happens when there's a fumble in the backfield like that is the quarterback will just turn around and fall on the ball. Matt picks it up, it makes a play out of it, and gets a first down. Very nicely done by Matt Arvanitis.
Absolutely. Really natural athlete. Looking like almost a Russell Wilson type play, kind of rolling out there. Arvanitis back in the shotgun on the left hash. Ibbotson still out there. Arvanitis takes the snap. Looking for Gimlet. Gimlet stifled the line, picks up maybe 1, maybe no gain. To see where the ball is spotted. Looks like they're going to give him about a yard.
Well, that play, Gimlet kind of came back, ran right along the line of scrimmage, came back, got the ball, kind of a semi-screen, I guess you might call it, and Westwood was having none of it that time, and Holliston only got a yard.
Absolutely. So they're back for 2nd and 9 on the Westwood 20. 9:24, 9:23 here left to play. Arvanitis back in the shotgun, Benson to his left. Gimlet on the near side, Gary on the far side. Arvanitis takes the snap, looking for Gary over the middle. Ooh. Looked like the hit might have been a little early, no flag. They're going to let him play. So that pass is going to fall incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and 9 here on the Westwood 20. Clock's going to stop at 9:10 left in the first quarter.
Gary there, ran a nice pattern there. I thought he looked like he was just going to run a post pad, and then he just kind of broke it off and came across the middle. And once again, the Westwood defense held strong, and the defender was able to deflect the pass.
Yeah, playing a little physical, as you said before. Laid down a nice hit on Gary right as he was going for that ball. Keep him from catching it. Arvanitis back in the shotgun, Benson to his left. Gimlet in motion. They're going to hand it off to Gimlet. Gimlet's breaking down the far side. Down to about the 10 before he got to about the 8 before he was dragged out of bounds by Westwood. Great pickup there of about 12.
You mentioned, Owen, earlier that the speed Gimlet has. Boy, oh boy, he gets that ball and he makes it to the corner and then just turns it, and everyone else is just trailing him.
Absolutely. So the Panthers will take the ball at the looked about the 8-yard line, and they'll have a 1st and goal. Arvanitis out there in the shotgun. Ibbotson behind him. Panthers got 3 receivers out there. And it looks like they'll hand it to Ibbotson. Ibbotson barreling up the middle, flag down. Looks like Ibbotson got to about the 5. We have to wait and see what the flag is for. Couldn't tell, looked like maybe. Yeah, ref's holding on Holliston, so that'll bring him back a little bit. So that'll bring up 1st and goal, but it'll drag him back.
10 yards. It's 8:54 left to go in the first quarter. No score in this game. Holliston's had the ball the whole time so far.
Holliston getting a nice long drive to start the game. Starting off with that great run back by Christian Schneelock, giving him fantastic field position. So the clock will start again. Arvanitis back in the shotgun with Ibbotson in the backfield. Arvanitis receives the snap. Fakes it. Oh, Westwood jumped right on it, dragged him down about the 29. Westwood was not fooled at all by that play action. Just jumped on Arvanitis, got 2 of them in there.
It looked like a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield there. Arvanitis kind of turned one way. I don't know if he was expecting the back to come out on the other side or not, but he just kind of took it, and that quick half second or so allowed the Westwood penetration come across and get Matt Arvanitis. So now it's going to be from the 29 28, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, 2nd and goal from the 28. 8:04 left to go in the first quarter here. Arvanitis in the shotgun. Benson comes into the backfield now. Arvanitis drops back. Looking over the top for Gimlet, picked off by Westwood around the 8-yard line. They're running it back. They bring it out. They get to about the 30. Spins around, one tackle, dragged down around the 34. Interception by Westwood. Looked like almost on the goal line, about the 4-yard line. Really.
Yeah, what happened there was that Matt saw, I think it was it Mitch Gimlet that was coming across the middle there?
Yeah, he's running the post.
And so Matt had him, and he did, and they were playing a zone, looked like a zone defense they were playing, and he ran right into an area that was being covered for the zone, and Westwood was there and able to pick the ball off.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to thread it between two receivers and just left it a little bit too far in front, picked off by Westwood there.
So Holliston holds the ball for about 4 minutes and 20 seconds, but nothing out of it. Now it's Westwood's ball.
Absolutely. Holliston packing 4 men in on that D-line. Westwood back in the shotgun to take the snap, looking to throw. Far out to the far side, Mark James Jr. Comes around, breaks 2 tackles, ends up getting sandwiched in between. Looked like Mitch Gimlet and another player dropped down at around the 40, about the 38, 39. Pickup of about 5.
Well, as if they weren't excited enough for this game, Westwood today was their senior day, and they honored one of the guys they honored was Mark James Jr.
Absolutely, along with the quarterback, Jake Paff. Paff in the back in the shotgun, high snap. Hands it off to the running back. Running back looks like no gain. Managed to get back up to the line, not much farther past that. Dragged down by Ryan Cahill.
That defensive front 7 for Holliston, the whole defense has played great, but that defensive front 7 has just really been special this year.
Absolutely, only letting up 93 rushing yards per game.
And a lot of that does have to do with the fact that when it's a passing situation, those defensive backs are making the quarterback hold the ball a little bit longer, too.
Absolutely. 60 rushing yards per game, even better, stifling the run game. Paff rolling out to his left, looking up. Oh, almost picked off by Ibbotson, tipped up. Gimlet almost got a hand on it, too. Great coverage there by Ibbotson down on the far side at around the Holliston 40.
Almost a tip drill there with Ibbotson kind of hitting the ball, and then as he's falling backwards with the defender right behind him, the receiver right behind him, and the receiver couldn't get it, and then it kind of just avoided Mitch Gimlet back there too. So Holliston almost had 2 chances in interception. Bring up 4th down, and Westwood will be punting.
Yeah, quick 3 and out there by Westwood. Gimlet back to receive the punt around the 25. Oh, punt almost blocked by David Harding. He's making big plays on special teams all year. Gimlet gets the punt, runs out to about the 35, makes it up to about the 44, but there was a flag down.
Yeah,
looked like
I don't know if it's a block in the back or.
It was separate from the main clump of players. So
yeah, it was out here, and I saw 2 players on the field, at the Holliston player and a Westwood player. So let's see what they call.
Yeah,
looks like it's going against Holliston. Holding for Holliston.
So that'll bring him back.
Oh, blocking the back, I guess. Either way, it's going to go back.
So it looks like that's going to diminish Gimlet's return to about 4 yards. It'll bring him out to the Holliston 34.
Yeah, and it's too bad, too, because as you said so correctly there, Owen, is that the penalty occurred probably about 25 or 30 yards away from where any action was. It was really too bad.
So Holliston will come back out there with 6:21 left in the first quarter. With after defense forces a quick 3 and out, Holliston can look to strike right back here, pick up some quick points.
I bet they open it up right here.
They put Radcliffe in motion. Radcliffe to the backfield. They hand it off. Nope. Oh, put a little play action. He got Westwood just not fooled at all. Arvanitis gets pancaked into the ground by Rowan Curtin, the senior.
Well, Holliston's been spending a lot of time going backwards here ever since they had a nice drive started in their first possession. They drove it right down the field, down to the 8-yard line, and ever since then they've been having issues, and it's resulted in some quite a bit of lost yardage.
Yeah, it looked like a similar play to earlier when they tried that play action. Westwood just not fooled, and Arvanitis taking a big hit as payment.
And when Westwood's attacking that much, sometimes a good way to prevent that from keep happening, is a slip out a little screen pass.
Absolutely. Arvanitis in the backfield. They put Gimlet in motion. Arvanitis back to pass. Throwing. Looks for Benson. He's got Benson. Flag down. Benson barreling through. Looked like he got back up to about the 34, so that'll bring him to 3rd and 10. We'll have to wait and see what this penalty's for, though. Penalty was thrown as Benson looked like he was about to break a tackle, headed towards the far side.
See, now there's a thought here. They may want to decline this penalty because it'll bring up a 3rd and long as opposed to 2nd and even longer. We'll see what the penalty is.
Still no sign from the officials. They seem to be talking it over.
They want to talk because they want to see exactly where the ball is going to be spotted, and then they'll make the decision whether they want to take the play or the penalty or the down. I mean, if I was them, I'd take the down. I wouldn't. I never want to give Holliston an extra play.
Absolutely, especially the way Westwood's defensive line's been playing, putting some pressure on Arvanitis here early.
5:23 left to go in the first quarter. No score.
There was a ref on the far side who looked like he might be signaling holding.
Well,
so they are going to take the penalty. So that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're going to be moving way back to wait and see where they spot it. It looks like they're going to spot it around the 13-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd and 30, or 2nd and 30. Arvanitis in the shotgun with Benson to his left. Holliston's got 4 receivers out there. Arvanitis drops back to pass. He's looking way downfield, looking for Gimlet. Gimlet sees it. Oh! Almost made a little over-the-shoulder Randy Moss-style basket catch. Went up, but great defense there by Mark James Jr., able to rip it out of his hands.
Oh, that was incredible defense. Mark James Jr. was running step by step with step for step with Gimlet. That's a pretty tough thing to do. Not only because of the speed, but because of the fakes that Gimlet can give a defensive back.
Absolutely. So that's going to bring up a long 3rd and 31 here for the Panthers. Just under 5 minutes left to play in this first quarter. Still scoreless here at Flahive Field.
Now, this is what I was telling you. You come in here, and it really doesn't matter what the records are because these kids from Westwood, they want this game badly.
Absolutely. Arvanitis back in the shotgun. Benson in the backfield as well. Panthers got all 3 receivers on the near side. Dropping back to pass. Arvanitis comes up in the pocket to get away from one guy. Throws. Oh, Gimlet diving for it. Looked like it came out just a little bit short. Arvanitis had to throw that on the run. Looked like just enough power under that.
And that'll bring out Topher Ryan, and Topher's a great punter, and we're gonna need a great one here to get rid of some of this bad field position Holliston has.
Absolutely. So they'll be punting from the ball is at the 18. Looks like Topher Ryan's going back to about the 4-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that Westwood defense is they're playing out of their mind. They're doing a great job out there holding Holliston. It's a high-powered offense, and we haven't seen anyone do this to Holliston yet this year. Now, how long they'll be able to do it throughout the game, we'll see.
Absolutely. So Ryan from the goal line takes the snap. Kick is up. High punt. They're going to call the fair catch. He's going to keep rolling, though.
Oh, what a great
rolling
bounce.
Past midfield, going to about the 49-yard line. Going back to the Westwood 49. That's about a 51-yard punt there for Topher Ryan.
There's a flag back here. Let's see what that's going to be. Now the referee's staying back down there.
Looked like
personal foul
yeah.
against. Is that a first down?
Yeah, no, roughing the kicker against Westwood there. So.
First down.
Yeah, first down Holliston. Yep. The offense is going to come back out here.
Wow, what
Second
a
life.
break!
Yeah,
what a break.
So as we were talking about that Westwood defense, their special teams, a little bit of a slip up, giving Holliston a second chance here. See if they can make a drive downfield here.
They got a much better field position here. They're at their own 28. And
wiping away that 30-yard margin, coming back right to 10. Arvanitis in the shotgun. Hands it off to Ibbotson. Ibbotson to his right. Getting away from one guy. Away from a second.
Oh, what a great job.
Dragging 6 defenders for another 5 yards, it looked like. Picked up about 12 on that play.
What
Maybe
a
more.
great job by Everson in the right side of that offensive line. Nice blocking there, and Dylan did a great job of just keeping his legs pumping and getting the first down. We talk about Tristan Benson and also Dylan Everson, same situation. You're going to have to face one or the other one at any point in the game.
Yeah, and if you don't want to face the running backs, you still got those lethal wide receivers out there. So Arvanitis back in the shotgun. He'll take that snap. Drops back to pass around the 35, rolling out to the left. Chased down by Westwood, gets away from one guy. Coming up, picks up about 1, forced to scramble outside the pocket. Pressure was coming in. Looks like he might have gained a yard. Might have just gone for no gain. Looks like they're going to give him about a yard. So, good little scramble there for Arvanitis to turn it into something.
They are putting a lot of pressure on Arvanitis too, and it doesn't look like they're really overloading anything, but they must be bringing pretty much all their 7 guys. Now, you can do that. If you think you can cover these receivers one-on-one, that's going to free up a lot of guys to go in and go after Matt Arvanitis. But how long you can do that, we'll see.
Yeah, and they've shown they kind of have with Mark James Jr. locking down Gimlet. Arvanitis drops back to pass. Good block there by Benson. As Arvanitis finds Ryan downfield. Ryan at the 40, Ryan at the 35. Ryan dragged down around the 35. Great play there. Great block by Tristan Benson. Holding that guy off, giving Arvanitis some time to scramble. Arvanitis finds Ryan wide open downfield for a great pickup.
Well, Matt Arvanitis, with his speed, if he gets any kind of a little crack in the defense there, he can take full advantage of it. And what he did that time is he just kept coming to his right, until Topher did a nice job of breaking open down the middle of the field. He was able to hit him, and a nice pickup for Holliston.
Yeah, it didn't even look like there's anyone within 5 yards to for Ryan. Just wide open, right on the dot by Arvanitis. As they hand it off to Benson, Benson breaks up the middle. He'll pick up about 8 or 9 on that play, dragging a few defensive players for a few extra yards after contact.
And again, you get those quick openers, and another thing that does, it kind of just slows down that defensive charge just a little bit. It just has to slow them down a little bit, where the next time if Holliston goes to pass, get that extra split second or so, and that's all that this offense needs.
Yeah, to make the defense think a little bit on that one. Put Radcliffe in motion. They'll hand it back off to Benson. Benson bouncing off a tackle, headed to the right side. He is met at the line, and it looks like no gain. Didn't look like he picked up anything there. He looked like he might have been able to break away, and then a Westwood player came right in and just stifled him.
They're going to the ball. They're playing very well on defensively, Westwood is, and there's a lot of tacklers going to the ball every time.
So they're going to say no gain on the play. It's going to bring up third and 2.
Obviously, this is 4-down territory unless something weird happens here.
Absolutely. Especially the way the Holliston defense has been playing, forcing that quick 3 and out. Been looking good today. Arvanitis in the shotgun. They bring Benson in there. Bring Ibbotson in there. Give Benson a little bit of a rest. Arvanitis is going to take it. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to run. He's going to get out to the left side, to the 20. Forced out of bounds around the 15. Great pickup there of about 10, maybe 11 yards there for Arvanitis. He picks up a Panthers first down.
1:45 left to go in the first quarter here, and Holliston with the ball and marching. Well, that big error, defensive error there, the personal foul against the punter really hurt Westwood.
Yeah, it looks like it could cost him at least 6 points. As Arvanitis in the shotgun, they'll spot the ball at the 14, or at the 16, excuse me, and Holliston will take a timeout. So we will be right back. And we're back here as the Panthers are on the 16-yard line with 1:20 left in the first quarter, as they have a 1st and 10 coming up. So they're looking to tack on some points against Westwood. So the offense will come out on the field after the timeout. Arvanitis back in the shotgun, Ibbotson to his left. Radcliffe and Gimlet on the near side. They'll hand it off to Ibbotson. Ibbotson coming to the right. Trying to get to the edge. Looks like he got to about this 6-yard line on that play. Good pickup there. Looking like got about 9 yards on that play. Able to get to the outside, using that speed to get away from some tacklers. Excuse me.
Nicely done. And what has to happen here is Holliston's got to keep using that great speed. It looks like they can attack the outsides a lot easier than going up the middle right now. And stretch that defense a little bit, open up some holes in that defense, and let the Holliston backs cut in there.
So it looked like Holliston was going into war, but Westwood has called a timeout. So we will be right back. And we're back here. 45 seconds left in the first quarter as Holliston's trying to punch it in. They're on about the 8-yard line now. They're about a 2nd and 2 coming up for the Panthers.
Holliston goes to war. Their war offense.
Arvanettis out there under center. They bring it up. They pitch it to Benson. Benson to the left. Benson, great block, and he's in there for a touchdown, untouched. Too easy. That'll bring up 6-0 Panthers.
Boy, you were right. He was untouched. I honestly did not see anybody touch him. Great blocking. The hole opened up, and once you get through that hole, of course, when everybody's jumbled up in there, though, whenever we run the raw offense, that defense comes in and stays jumbled up as the offense does and open right up, and Tristan just uses great speed to finish it off. 6-0 Holliston, 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Mulvaney comes in to attempt the extra point. Brian Gary with the hold. Snap comes back. Mulvaney, kick is up, and it splits the uprights. That'll bring up 7-0 Panthers.
You know, he missed that last. Mulvaney did the last one, the last kick against Medfield last week. But boy, when he's been seriously, he's been right down the middle almost every one of those kicks. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's been having a good year on kicking defense.
So Holliston strikes first after a major penalty by Westwood down here on the Holliston goal line on a personal foul against the punter, give Holliston a first down on about the 30, and after that it was Katie by the door. 7-0 Holliston, 38 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that penalty by Westwood really came back to hurt him. As Nick Cotting comes in to kick it away from the 40-yard line. Westwood has a man back at the 15.
Number 23.
2 more right in front of him. Cotting coming in. Kick is away. Kick is up. Kick coming back to the 15, 14-yard line. Westwood's bringing it back up. They get to about the 26, 27 before they are dragged down. Looked like Kevin Balowitz in on that play. Timothy Aylward in on that play. Able to drag the returner down around the 27-yard line.
So now we're going to look and see what Westwood can do. Are they going to be able to come back and stay in this game, or they're going to just be another 3-and-out and get the ball right back to the Holliston offense? You know, you really don't want to do that after what just happened to them. So they're going to want to try. I'm guessing they're going to try and at least want to hold on to the ball a little bit, because their defense has been out on that field a long time, and that's going to really hurt them later on in the game.
Yeah, especially some of those players who play both don't really get too much of a break, and that when they get those long drives can really run them ragged. So Holliston's got 3 men up on that line. They're breaking in. Oh, jumped on that run immediately. Looked like a loss of about 3. Kevin Lyons in on that play. Timothy Aylward in on that play. Ryan Cahill in on it.
Once again, testing that front 7, Owen. It's really a tough thing to do in the middle of that line, because between those 3 down linemen and the 4 linebackers, they are really special.
Yeah, the ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line. So it looks like a loss of 2. Bring up 2nd and 12. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter here at Flahive Field. 7-0 Panthers. We will be right back. And we are back here in Westwood, Massachusetts. Start of the second quarter, 7-0 Holliston.
Well, that first quarter, you know, Holliston was the one that kind of making the mistakes. They had the turnover and a few penalties and everything, but then Westwood ended up with that major penalty, and Holliston took advantage of it. Right now they're looking at a 2nd and about 12, Westwood is.
So Westwood on their own 25. Holliston stacking the line. Gimlet coming in from the far side. Coming in from the near side. Oh, he dragged him down, got him around the knees, able to bring him down around the 17-yard line. Great sack there by Mitch Gimlet.
Absolutely. Pure speed. Great job by Mitch, and he just came right in, and I didn't even see anybody. It's so fast you can't even move laterally enough to come out and block him. That's a big down. And now, you know, what the last thing Westwood wants to do is to be pinned back down here and have to kick back to Holliston and give them a short field. So they're going to have to do something here to try and pick up a first down.
Absolutely, especially when Gimlet can start on that line. He starts a little bit farther back. He's able to really get that outside angle, come in and cause some havoc. This Panthers got 3 up on the line. Paff drops back to pass, looking downfield. Oh, great play there by the cornerback. Number 8, Sean Keast, down around the 45, able to poke that ball out in the hands of the Westwood receiver.
That was a great play by Sean. Nice job. And Tristan Benson was out there along with him. So double coverage on that receiver. And quickly, very quickly, Holliston's going to get the ball right back again with 11:14 left to go in the first quarter. That's first half.
It's the second straight quick 3 and out there forced by the Holliston defense, as Gimlet and Schneelock come back to receive.
You know, and we talk about, and rightly so, you talk about that offense, the great power offense. Everybody wants to talk about this and that. It's this defense. This defense has really been setting the tone this year.
Absolutely. Oh, good punt there by Westwood. Coming back, getting a favorable roll out to about the 32. Schneelock's going to try and take it back. He gets to the 40, gets to the 50, dragged down around the Westwood 47. Good recovery there, but there is a flag down in the field back at the 32, back where Schneelock picked up the ball, maybe blocking the back.
Yeah, probably, and that's one of those things where Schneelock did a great job. He kind of came up, the ball took a bounce, kind of a weird bounce, which a football does a lot of times, kind of get up in the air, and Christian was able to corral it, bring it in, and then turn around and made a nice run, but there was a block in the back that kind of set it up a little bit. Yeah,
the refs are signaling block in the back against Holliston, so that'll bring it back from the spot of the foul. So that'll be from the 32.
It is an illegal block in the back during the return against Holliston.
So they'll start pacing it back.
It's these little things you got to clean up. You have a great team, you have great offense, and a lot of times, sometimes it just can't be helped because of angles and the way that the run is going, and you're behind the person, they run into it, whatever. But you got to start cutting down on those because it's really the only thing right now that is able to stop Holliston is Holliston themselves, and looks like they're gonna go to war here.
Yeah, it's those small plays where the ball carrier kind of stops and cuts back, and defense just kind of gets tangled up a little bit and kind of an accidental block in the back. Holliston will come to war, though. They'll toss it to Benson. Benson going to his left. Benson bouncing off a tackle. And he's going to be dragged down. Looked like he got to about the 25 with forward progress.
That was a nice job both by that Westwood defense. Did a really nice job there. But Tristan looked like he had one step away. If he could have got that one step down and go, he might have been gone.
So Holliston will go back into war. They picked up about 3 on that play, so they'll bring up 2nd and 7. Arvanitis pitches it back to Gimlet. It looked like he slipped a little bit behind the line, so he'll lose about 1 or 2 yards in that play.
Now, I'll give you a little thing to key on here if Holliston goes back into the war offense. You look at how tight Westwood is playing their defense, and the coaching staff's going to look at that, and at some point they're going to be able to throw a quick little pass, and it's going to be for a big gain.
Absolutely. So they lost about 2 on that play, so they'll bring it back to 3rd and 10. Arvanitis, they break war. Arvanitis goes back to the shotgun. Benson to his left. Oh, and looked like Brian Gary jumped a little early, so that'll be a false start on Holliston. That'll bring him back even more. Bring it back to 3rd and 15.
9:54 left to go in this half. Holliston up 7-0. They have the ball, 3rd and long.
So that'll bring him back to the 18, it looks like. 3rd and 15. 3rd and 14. So Arvanitis back in the shotgun. Benson in the backfield with him. Holliston's got 2 guys on the left side, 2 on the right. Arvanitis drops back to pass, looking to the right. He's looking downfield for Mitch Gimlet. Oh! Right through the hands of Mitch Gimlet. Took a hit right after he got caught. Looked like he jarred the ball a little loose. But great throw there by Arvanitis. Great look over the field, but just falls a little bit incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th and 14 and bring the punting unit out here.
I tell you, I keep going back to it, but I'm very impressed with the way Westwood's playing defense right now, and they're sticking right with these receivers, and no matter where they are, they've got them pretty well covered.
Absolutely. So Topher Ryan back around the 5-yard line to punt it. He'll get the snap, and he'll punt it. Coming out to the 42, 43, and it'll roll to the 46. Coming back. Killed by Timothy Aylward. So Westwood will take it over on the Holliston 46. Punt of about 40 yards there by Topher Ryan. First and 10 Westwood with 9:09 left to play in the second quarter.
So if you're looking for the field possession game right there, that's one that Westwood really won because of that block in the back on the punt.
Absolutely. So that'll bring the Westwood offense out there. They will be starting at the Holliston 46. 9:09 left to play. Holliston's got 3 men up on that line. Gimlet and Radcliffe back as the safeties. Paff in the shotgun, takes the snap.
Oh, did it again. Great move.
Someone's coming in from behind. It looks like Timothy Aylward in there. And it looked like Kevin Lyons in with him, able to drag down Paff. Loss of about 2 yards there.
That was a great move by Holliston. Was that Lyons or somebody came in and they just put a beautiful swim move. Just got through the defender and was able to come up from behind the quarterback to make the sack.
Yeah, it looked like Aylward was kind of able to trip him up around the ankles, make him stumble a little bit, and then Lyons coming in for the kill. So that'll bring up. It looks like he actually almost got back to the line, so only lost 1 yard. Paff in the shotgun looking quick. Oh, almost picked off by David Harding. Paff kind of trying to run a little quick pass there. Threw it right into the hands of Harding.
Yeah, what Paff did there is he released the ball a little too low. I think his arm came down, and I don't think he got it out of his hand as quickly as he wanted to. And David Harding is everywhere. I mean, every time you're doing a game here, you're saying David Harding on defense. He does such a great job down there.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 11 here at the Westwood 47.
And we'll see how aggressive Holliston gets on this down. If they want to blitz and come after the quarterback.
Well, Connor Mulvaney sneaking up on the line in there. Gimlet giving chase, and he drags him down around the 46, around the Westwood 46. That would be a loss of about 7 or 8.
That defense is just cooking on all cylinders. They are really, really doing a great job down there.
Yeah, Gimlet picking up his 2nd sack of the game. 2nd sack of the half, too. Still got 8 minutes left to play in the first half. So that'll bring up 4th and 17 as the punt unit will come out there for Westwood. Gimlet and Schneelock out to receive the punt. Westwood lining up quickly. Noah Salem coming out to block a guy. David Harding putting some pressure on there. Looks like Schneelock's going to get the punt around the 20. He's going to run it back. He's going to get to the 30, to the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds around the 45.
See, and that's clean. He catches that. He catches that clean. He gets squared up to the punter, and he's able to go. And all those blockers now, they know they're in good blocking position. There's no cutbacks of anything, and that normally happen, and that cause those blocks in the back.
So it looks like it's going to be a run back of around 14. So the Holliston offense will come back out there. They'll have 7.5 minutes to drive downfield, put up some more points. Arvanitis back in the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Benson. Benson coming up the middle. Breaks one tackle, breaks another. Dragged down, but he's able to fall forward, pick up about 6 there on that play, bring him out to midfield.
You know, Holliston really does a good job of mixing everything up between the pass and the run and everything. But I have a feeling in this game, Holliston can really run on this offense. The passing has been, not the passing itself, but there's been great pass defense by Westwood. But Holliston's really been able to run the ball pretty well.
Yeah, they've showed they've really had some athletes in that secondary of Westwood. So Benson, he's broke 2 or 3 tackles. He broke another. He's still going. He's coming down to the 20, cuts back, gets away from Mark James Jr., drag down, he'll come in for the touchdown. Touchdown Panthers, that'll bring up 13-0 Panthers.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're doing these games, you get lucky and make a call right before it happens. You said they're running the ball pretty well. Thank you, Tristan Benson, for making me look so good. Great run there. 2 or 3 times he got held up, and one time down here I thought the play was over, and he just broke out of it. And then he just beat everybody down. He made a cut to the left, juked out one guy and get down near the end, and they were unable to catch him from behind, and he finished that off and gives Holliston a 13-0 lead with 6:45 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, way back at the 43, it looked like he almost got forced out of bounds. I don't know how he got out of that one. He was able to run down about a 50-yard run there for a touchdown. So Mulvaney out to kick it. High snap. And punt will be wide, kick will be wide right. So Point after, no good. Still 13-0 Holliston, though. 6:45 left in the first half.
Yeah, there was a little timing incident there with Mulvaney. It really wasn't his fault. He took off when he should take off, but the snap was just a little bit high in causing Geary to have to take some time to pull it down. So just a little mix-up back there, but they'll straighten that out. 13-0 Holliston, and now once again it's this defense. And, you get a running game with your defense. It's great to have a passing game. You score a lot of points and everyone's happy, but you get a running game with your defense. The other team's in for a long, long day.
Absolutely. So point after, no good, but Benson's still getting in there for his 4th touchdown of the year. And Nick Cotting come back out to kick it. 6:45 left. He'll go back 7 yards. He's coming in. Kick is away. Low kick. Good kick coming out to about the 14. Westwood's running it back on the right side. And tripped up by Brian Gary. Looks like he'll get to the 29 about. So that'll be a run back of about 15. But great play there by Brian Gary. He's already on the ground, able to reach up and drag him down.
With Brian Gary, we're not going to call him tackles anymore. We're going to call him takedowns. Because that's a wrestling term. You hit a takedown there.
So Westwood will start on their own 29. 6:38 here left to play in the first half. Panthers got 3 men up on the line. Path back in the shotgun for Westwood. Lions creeping up on the left side. Path will take the snap. He'll look to pass over the middle. Dragged down there by Mitch Gimlet. Looked like a pickup of about 9. Have to see where they spot the ball. Looks like they're going to give it to him. Pickup of 10, first down.
Yeah, giving it to him, and it was a nice play by Paff there, and it's kind of step back and kind of work that ball in a small window.
Yeah, found the receiver right over the middle for a good little pickup there. So he'll come back to the shotgun. Panthers, 4 men, 3 men up on that line. And they'll hand it off. Coming up the middle, pickup of looked like about 3 yards there. Before he gets dragged down by, looked like Gimlet in on that play.
I believe that first down was their first down of the game, right?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Before that, it was 2 3-and-outs.
Yeah.
So Panthers defense has been playing sterlingly today. 5:45 left in the first half. As Westwood has the ball in their own 43. Paff back in the shotgun. Paff coming up. And he gets dragged down by Kevin Lyons. And it looks like they'll start around the 44. Looks like he got dragged down around the 44. So Lyons able to get in there and drag him down, but it looks like he still picked up a yard. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6 on the Westwood 44.
And this is a big 3rd and 6 here, because if Holliston can hold them again and get that ball back again, they'll have time to maybe drive again. So there's 5:10 left to go in this half.
So Holliston's got 4 men up on that line.
Here they come.
Looking over the middle. He's able to find the receiver. And that's a downfield completion of about 15 yards there. Bring him down to the Holliston 43. Great throw there by Paff into the coverage.
Wow, that was a great catch. That was a really great catch. I mean, the ball was thrown perfectly. It's right on target, but to catch that ball and get hit that quickly and hold on to the ball, that's really something. Nice job there by Westwood.
Absolutely. So that'll be another first down for Westwood. 5 minutes left to play here in the first half.
And boy, did they need that. They need to keep that defense off the field, give them a little rest down there.
Yeah, so there was a holding penalty against Holliston there, but Westwood will decline it. And so they'll be on their own, on the Holliston 43-yard line. 4:48 and running. Paff back in the shotgun. Panthers 3 men up on the line. The Lions and Mulvaney creeping in and out. Oh! Looked like Dylan Ibbotson in there jumped the line.
He did. He came in. He was actually looking for a sack, and then he saw the handoff, and he just grabbed the running back and brought him right down.
Great play there by Dylan Ibbotson. Of course, he's a great running back and also makes some plays on defense as well. So 4:18 left here to play in the first half. Looks like got dropped for 1 yard. So they'll bring up 2nd and 11. 3 men up on the line. Gimlet and Stanwood back in the secondary. Pass back to pass. Looking right over the middle. He's got a guy. He's got open field. He's running. Chased down by Teddy Radcliffe. Tripped up by Radcliffe. Tackled by Christian Schneelock around the 11-yard line. So a great pickup there of about 32 there for Westwood.
That was a nice play, and it all started with Paff. He went up. It was a very high snap. He went up, grabbed it, brought it down, didn't panic at all, and just threw the ball in for a first down.
Yeah, Holliston's putting some pressure on him, too, on the outside. Oh, right through the hands there of, that was the same receiver who made the play before. This one, can't get them all. Bounced in and out of his hands, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Holliston putting some quick pressure on him there, though.
They did, but there seems to be that opening there, and I think what Holliston's going to have to start doing, those defensive linemen or linebackers, if they can't get through, they're going to have to start putting their hands up and maybe block some of these passes. Because they've had a couple guys now that have just dropped wide open guys, drop passes. That would have been a touchdown.
Absolutely. So Paff back in the shotgun again. And looks like Westwood's going to be calling a timeout. So we got 3:32 left here to play in the first half, and we'll be right back. And we're back here at Flahive Field in Westwood. 3:32 left to play in the first half. 13-0 Panthers as Westwood is making a drive down the field. They're on the Holliston 12 right now with a 2nd and 10. So Paff back in the shotgun. Receiver in motion. He'll take the snap. Lions putting some pressure on, has to throw a low pass. Looked like it might not have been anybody in the area.
There wasn't, and I think
no flags.
Was that Timmy Alwood who came through? And what
Kevin
did he
Lyons.
do? Kevin Lyons came through, put his hands up, and that caused that takes away that passing lane, and caused the quarterback Paff to just ground it.
Absolutely. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Great pressure there by the defensive line. As Paff will remain in the shotgun. He'll drop back. Oh, more Panthers. 54, Ryan Burchard. Oh, he got away from that, but he won't get away from this one. As looked like Kevin Lyons with another great play. So he escaped Ryan Burchard and then just got ran down by Kevin Lyons. Not much you can do there.
Sometimes each team makes a great play in the same play, and that's what happened right there. Paff made a really nice job getting away, getting out to his right, and I thought he was going to get the pass off, but Lyons stuck right with him, came down and brought him down for a loss here, and then now it's a 4th and what do we got to go?
4th and 10.
10?
With that sack,
That's
might be
interesting.
4th and 13. 4th and 23.
Yeah, I was going to say that ball was a lot further back than that. They're back at the 25, 26-yard line.
Yeah, so that'll bring up 4th and 23. We'll have to see what they do here. If they're in field goal range, which isn't a very wide range at this level.
Well, Westwood takes a timeout here to give us a second, kind of see what's going on here. So Holliston now, there's 2:36 left to go in the in this half. This is going to be a 4th and 23. You know, you got to go for it. I mean, obviously they're going to go for it. If they don't get it, depending on where the ball ends up, Holliston could have pretty decent field position here.
Absolutely. Especially if that D-line steps up and makes another great play, getting in there, putting some pressure on Paff, maybe bringing him down for another loss. Can start off. They still got 2.5 minutes. Could definitely make a drive downfield in that time.
They're doing a good job, and this defense, you know, keeping Westwood out of the end zone so far in this first half. And you know, after a while, it gets kind of like get a little discouraged because we can't score against them. And you know, here we are, we're playing so well defensively, and you know, we got to score, but we can't. So it's a big play coming up here. And Holliston is not going to play this safe. Holliston is going to come get them because Holliston is not playing deep here.
Yeah, Holliston's got a guy on the edge looking ready. They got 2 guys on the edge looking ready to run. Paff back in the shotgun. Aylward coming in from the blind side.
Got him.
And he'll drag him down by the ankles around the 30-yard line. So great sack there on 4th and 23. And the Panthers will take over at the 30-yard line with 2:29 left to play here in the second quarter.
And that is all knowing that your defense is so fast. These kids are so fast that they can get in there before the quarterback's gonna have the time to get a receiver downfield. And that's why they did that. A lot of times what you'll see is in a situation like 4th down like that, they'll just push everybody back and maybe let them get 5 or 6 yards on a pass, and that'll be it. But not Holliston. Holliston says we're going to come at them aggressively, and we know we can because we have that great speed on the outside. And, boy, having that much speed is really, really impressive. So 2:29 left to go here in the first half. Holliston has the ball on 1st down.
So Arvanitis back in the shotgun with Benson in the backfield with him. Arvanitis will take the snap. He'll be at the 25. He takes the snap. Play action to Benson, rolling to his right. Coming back. And he's looking downfield for Chetty Radcliffe, and he's got him. Looks like a pickup of about 6 on that play.
Radcliffe stays in bounds. The clock keeps moving.
Yeah, so they'll come up to the 36. They'll get it up quickly, as you mentioned. Radcliffe didn't get out of bounds. So Arvanitis takes the snap, drops back. He's looking. Quick pass to Radcliffe again. Let's see if he's running. He gets out of bounds not before picking up the 1st down, coming out to the 41 with 1:55 left here to play in the first half.
Very, very intelligent play. You know, if you don't have the shot of going deep downfield, you want to get that 1st down. That's big. That's the first thing. And the second thing, you want to stop that clock and conserve those other 2 timeouts that you still have.
Yeah, and you can see he was looking downfield. Looked like there was a receiver on the right side who was running a little bit of a deep route. Arvanitis saw he didn't really have him. Just able to get a nice little pass to Radcliffe for the 1st down. So Arvanitis back in the shotgun. He'll take it. Looking for Brian Gary. He's got him. Brian Gary falls forward to, looked like about the Westwood 49, maybe 50. They'll spot it at the 50, so it'll be 2nd and 1 here for the Panthers.
Holliston's working this 2-minute drill. You practice this a lot, so Holliston knows exactly what they need to do.
Panthers in the shotgun. Arvanitis drops back. Looking over the middle. Ooh, knocked
nice
down.
play.
Yeah, knocked down by Westwood. Rowan Curtins made a few great plays. He had that long catch for Westwood. He had another play at the goal line on defense. Able to knock down that pass there. That will stop the clock though. So we have 1:30 left in the first half. Panthers bringing up 3rd and 1.
Plenty of time with the ball here, right on the 50-yard line.
So Arvanitis back in the shotgun. Benson to his left. He'll take the snap, drop back. He'll roll to his left. And he'll get out of bounds around the 49. Loss of about 1. Some pushing and shoving on the sideline. Looked like a little bit of a late hit there. Arvanitis kind of pushing back a little bit. Pushing and shoving, nothing will come out of it though.
Nope.
So that'll bring up 4th and 2.
So 4th down again. Yeah, it's really probably even just a long one. It kind of looks like here. So see how what Holliston does here. You know, there's still 1:22 on the clock. If they don't get a 1st down here, this is going to give Westwood the ball at the 50-yard line. So
yeah, big play coming up here for the Panthers.
The other thing you might want to do is to start getting in line and get this thing ready, because you don't want to get a 5-yard penalty for delay a game. And Holliston looks like they're going to call a timeout. Yeah.
Yeah, so Holliston will take a timeout here. We got 1:22 left in the first half. Big 4th and 1 play coming up right after this. And we're back here with a big 4th and 1 play coming up. Holliston's offense comes back out to the field.
This is a play where, you know, you have 1 timeout left, so you can use the middle of the field if you want. The other thing is, if you get that 1st down, the clock stops for a little bit. So we'll see how Holliston, they're going to play this by going to war.
So Arvanitis under center. He'll take it. He'll pitch it to Benson. Benson going to the left. Picks up the 1st down, and he's still going to the 40, to the 30. Forced out of bounds around the 30-yard line, so that'll stop the clock. Great pickup there of 20 yards by Tristan Benson.
Yeah, what a great job of blocking on the left side of that offensive line. And Arvanitis and everybody throwing some nice blocks. And you got Tristan Benson, and once he turns that corner, he can really go. And not only did Tristan get the 1st down, but he wisely stepped out of bounds to save that timeout for Holliston. And right now there's 1:15, so now you're in a position where there's really plenty of time to do what you want to do down here. Holliston goes to war.
Yeah, so they're on the Westwood 30-yard line right now. Arvanitis under center in the war formation. Arvanitis keeping himself. He's looking downfield for Dylan Ibbotson. Finds him right in the arms, and he falls in for a touchdown.
Yep, well, we had talked about that earlier. I told you earlier, Owen, that what happens, you have to watch those defensive backs, and they creep up, and they creep up, and they're right there. And, you know, Dylan gets behind them, or Dylan Ibbotson, or Gimlet, or Benson, or any of these guys, any of them, Topher Ryan, they get behind that defense very, very quickly when they've crept in that closely, and that allows Matt Arvanitis to throw a nice pass and get the touchdown. Holliston will now go for 2 with the score 19 to nothing. 1:07 left to go in the first quarter. What a beautiful play. Beautiful call out of the War offense.
Yeah, I remember seeing a tweet over the summer. Holliston was running some 7-on-7s at Ashland High School, and they played just like that with Arvanitis finding Ibbotson right over the middle for a touchdown. So you can tell they've really been practicing that play for a while. So they're going for 2 here in the War formation. Arvanitis, he'll pitch it to Ibbotson, but it'll fall down. Ibbotson trying to still get in there, but he'll be dropped. So the 2-point conversion is no good. Still 19-0 Panthers, though, with 1:07 left to play in the first half.
So, you know, 1:07 left in the game. You know, one kickoff, get the ball, drive, make them drive down the field. Or the way your defense is playing, you could try an onside kick. This would be a perfect time, because it would be an unsuspecting time for someone to try an onside kick, get that ball back and try and score again. I'm just saying.
The way their defense is playing, though, you could also
really
kick it downfield, stop them, and get better field position.
You could, but you only have the one timeout.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So Holliston will kick it off from the 40-yard line. Let's see if they take the soft way out of it or try and get an onside kick. Cotting will come back. He'll kick it off. Low kick to about the 20, and it'll roll out of bounds. That'll bring a flag. So the kick, great kick, just happened to take a bad bounce, roll out of bounds around the 20. So that'll give the Wolverines pretty good field position to start off their drive, and they'll need it with only 1:07 left.
And I'm trying to think how many timeouts they have. This shows they have 2 left, but you only get 3.5. I don't know. I think they've already used 2 of them. So I'm guessing they either have none or 1, I believe, left.
After that rule changed from 5 to 3, so if they have 2, they might not have any.
Yeah,
you know,
I like that. That's, you know, some of these rule changes I think were really, really pretty good, and that's one of them that I like. It's now what's this?
So the ball's going to be moved up off the penalty from Nick Cotting's kickoff as it rolled out of bounds.
Oh yeah,
so
it's going to 35.
So Paff back in the shotgun. Panthers got 3 men up on that line. He'll take the snap, high snap, and he'll hand it off. It's number 5, and he'll be dragged down by Ryan Cahill. Pickup of about 1 there on that play. So 2nd and 9 with 56 seconds and running on the clock.
You know, Ryan Cahill is in the middle of that defensive line. He's taking on the nose guard. He takes on a lot of stuff, and boy, he does a great job. Just what an unsung job that is, and boy, he's done a great job of it. Done it again. See that?
Yeah, almost same play there. Handed to the running back up the middle, this time brought down by Gimlet. Pickup of about 1, maybe. No, it looked like they're not going to give him any gain on that play. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Now that's funny. They run those 2 plays that quickly, and now the clock's running. It was down into 24, 23 seconds.
Yeah, and with no timeouts, running some plays up the middle could be a little risky.
Yep,
I want to try getting out to the sideline.
They may try here to just throw something deep.
And he'll drop back, screen pass to Mark James Jr., who will Looks like got away from Gimlet, but he'll be dropped by Ryan Stanwood at about the 48.
Yeah, and you really can't do what they just did there. What Westwood just did. Obviously, the refs didn't see it, but they came up and with 2 guys to block a Holliston guy when the ball is in the air out in the passing lane. You can't do that.
So they run a quick play here. No play. There is a flag. Looked like Westwood was trying to hurry it up with that clock running down. Wait and see what the flag was. A false start on the offense. Looked like they weren't fully set. They were trying to rush a little bit. Just rushed it a little bit too much. So that'll drop him back 5 yards. Should bring him back to the 43. Have to wait and see what they reset the clock to.
Penalty against Westwood. Full start penalty.
So that'll bring up
5-yard penalty.
1st and 15 on the 43. Still haven't given a time to reset the clock to, as the clock expired on that play.
The clock will start on the. I think he wants 1 second. He should put 1 second back on the clock, I believe.
So this will be the last play of the first half.
Game. That's the half, I guess.
All right. All right. So that's the end of the first half, as Holliston's up 19-0. Great defense there by the Panthers in the first half. Great offense, too. Playing a great game.
Okay, we'll be back for second half action in just a moment.
Hello and welcome back to Flahive Field in Westwood, Massachusetts, as we're getting ready for the second half kickoff here between the Holliston Panthers and the Westwood Wolverines. I'm Owen Radcliffe, alongside me Jay Wyman, as the Panthers have gotten out to an early 19-0 lead. Let's see if they can build on that in the second half.
Well, you've seen a really great effort by the Holliston defense, and they've just done an immense job here, and they've answered every challenge. The offense has played pretty well. They've had a turnover there and some penalties. They get a couple of things they got to clean up. But the big play, the big momentum changer of the first half, I believe, was when Holliston had, Westwood had Holliston pinned deep in their own end, and Holliston was going to punt, and there was a penalty, and that opened up the floodgates for Holliston.
Absolutely. So Nick Cotton kicks it off to about the 16. Westwood running it back. They break open, find a hole, and they're dragged down. Looked like Ryan Cahill. And Nick Cotton, the kicker, in there on the stop, as Westwood will start at their own 38.
Now, what's going to happen? A lot of times you get in a game like this, and and Westwood, was hoping they could kind of play with them. They kind of did, except for some errors. But you get into this point of the game, and you say, okay, they're going to come out. They're going to probably come out with fire in their eyes. Westwood is. If Holliston can hold them here, they can kind of break that momentum and hold that momentum, and maybe be able to take the rest of the game. But we'll see. There's still a long way to go here.
Yeah, this game definitely feels a lot closer than 19-0 right now. So Paff comes out to take the snap in the shotgun. Westwood starting their own 38. He'll hand it off, but he muffed the handoff, and Aylward's able to come in. Paff falls on it, and they lost about 4 or 5 on that play. With about 4.
Yeah, exactly what they didn't want to do. Obviously, they want to come out here and get moving really quickly. And right off the bat, they get hit for about a 3 or 4 yard loss.
Yeah, so you're going to say that was only a loss of 3, so that'll bring up 2nd and 13 on the 35. Paff with the quick pass over the middle. That is a completion. Picked up about 9 on that play, or picked up about 11 on that play. So that'll bring up 3rd and 1 on the Westwood 47.
Westwood's in a hurry-up offense here.
Yeah, Holliston putting some pressure on them. David Harding giving chase. Connor Mulvaney coming over, and they flatten him.
But
Looked like might have picked up a first down there.
I think he did.
Yeah, he was able to pick up 1 yard, so that'll bring up a first down on the Westwood 48. 10:56 here left to play in the third quarter.
Interesting how Westwood has come out here, and they've starting with a hurry-up offense.
Yeah, maybe trying to get Holliston a little off their rhythm, make them feel a little uncomfortable. So Westwood's on their own 48, 1st and 10. Paff in the shotgun.
Oh, David!
Falls down. Dylan Ibbotson jumped the line. He was able to, second great play of the game on defense for Dylan Ibbotson. Was able to knock the ball loose too, but it looks like Westwood's going to maintain. Westwood's signaling that they have it. To wait and see what the official ruling is. And no call, so it looks like Westwood was able to fall back onto it. So that looks like about a loss of 1, a loss of 2, so 2nd and 12. Great play there by Dylan Ibbotson, able to get around the outside edge.
Really nice play and to strip the runner, too.
Yeah. So Holliston's got 3 up on that line. He's coming in, looking deep. Oh! The receiver got a hand on that ball, but he only got 1 hand on it. Couldn't catch it, falls incomplete. Looking for a deep shot downfield. That would have been a completion of about 25 yards there.
Well,
but
I tell you, they would have had a much better chance of getting that. They might have even gotten that and a touchdown, but the Holliston player, and they didn't see who it was, came in and just jumped at the last minute and made Paff just kind of adjust his throw a little bit more to loft it, I think, a little bit more than he wanted to, and that caused the thing to slow down a little bit, and Holliston able to finish it off on the back end.
Yeah, and Holliston was putting some pressure on there. I saw Ryan Cahill putting some pressure. David Harding was in there. And that caused Paff to kind of break the pocket and throw on the run. So might have been a little bit for his inaccuracy. So they'll take it, 3rd and 12 on the 47, their own 47. Paff rolling to his left, throwing on the run. He's got a man. Completed forward progress to about the 46. Not going to be enough for a first down, though. So it looks like it's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Yeah, and if they come on the hurry-up offense like that, they're probably going to start going for it now, because what they're saying is we need to get 3 scores in order to get back in the game, and then on top of that, we got to be able to get another score in order to win the game. So they're going to go for it. They're just going to throw everything at them now.
Yeah, the offense is staying out there. So Paff back in the shotgun. They are on the Holliston 46. He's dropping back. He's in the pocket.
Done.
And he gets dropped. He gets mobbed by 3 Panthers defenders in there. Got Connor Mulvaney, Ryan Cahill. Looked like Timothy Elward was in there too. So they drop him, and that'll be a turnover on down. So the Panthers will take over around midfield.
And now the defense is giving the offense great field position once again, and you got a shot here to come out and score on a quick strike.
Absolutely. So the offense will take over on the Holliston 48. Got 8:56 left here to play in the 3rd quarter. So Holliston's going to try and build in that lead a little bit. Tack on a few extra points. As Arvanitis steps back in the shotgun. Benson directly behind him on the right hash. Radcliffe in motion, going left to right. Benson has it. Benson going up the right side. He's broken 1 tackle, broke 2 tackles, knocked down around the 37. So a great pickup there of about 17, 18.
Nice job out there, and you got that big offensive line with Christopher O'Connell kind of leading the way out there for Benson. And Tristan, he doesn't need a lot of help, and when he gets any at all, he makes a big play.
Absolutely. He's great at getting yards after contact. He's not afraid to shy away from a big hit and keep going. So they'll set Ryan in motion, going right to left. And it flags out.
Yeah. What happened there was the one of the backs was stepped forward. It's okay, you can come laterally and set yourself, but you can't step forward and come back in, and that'll be a false start, and Holliston will lose 5 yards on that.
So that'll knock him back 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 15 on the Westwood 41. As Holliston's going to try and regain those 5 yards and then some. Arvanitis in the shotgun. Gary to his left, Gimlet to his right. Ryan in motion, going right to left. They'll hand it off to Benson. Benson going to the left. Benson breaks 1 tackle. Still fighting. Getting up to about the 30-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of about 11 yards there. Bring up 3rd and 4.
They catch his leg. It's only 2nd down.
2nd and 4, yeah.
They catch his leg, Owen, and he just keeps going. It's really amazing to watching him run. He went very hard. He runs very hard, I guess is what you would call that.
He's got great balance, too. I remember seeing him sometimes. He'll get hit and he'll kind of land on all fours and just keep going. So Arvanitis back in the shotgun. He'll roll to his right. He'll pitch it to Benson. Benson going. Benson knocked down. Picks up about 6 yards on that play. Coming out to the Westwood 21 for another Panthers first down.
You know, you're a defensive coach, and what do you do there? You have a quarterback who passes very well on the run, and he's running out, and he's got his back behind him that he can pitch to, or he still has the ball. If somebody opens up downfield, he can throw the ball downfield. It's just triple threat right there, Matt Arvanitis along with Tristan Benson.
Absolutely. So they'll set Ryan in motion again. Same play, except this time he'll keep it himself, and he'll look for Ryan. Ryan makes a nice one-handed catch, back shoulder, and he'll come in untouched for a Panthers touchdown to make it 25-0 Panthers.
Well, I got to meet Topher Ryan's grandparents out here before the game, and I told his grandmother I'm going to tell him that Topher's going to get milk and cookies if he scores a touchdown. He got one right there. Did you see that catch? That was a really beautiful catch. It kind of a little bit off balance. He was able to catch it, regain his balance, and go in and score. And that's the problem with Holliston, playing Holliston, is these kids are tremendously athletic, not just good athletes, but so athletic and so fast that they can recover from any small thing.
Yeah, Topher Ryan's also a great basketball player in the winter. Been on varsity since his sophomore year. And so they'll put Gimlet in motion right to left. Arvanitis back in the shotgun. They're going for two
wide
here.
Open.
And they'll give it to Ibbotson. Ibbotson will come in, helped a little bit by Arvanitis. Arvanitis helped him push him in a little bit. And they'll pick up two and make it 27-0 Panthers with 6:42 left to play here in the third quarter.
There was also Ryan Burchett out here going at it with one of the defenders, and I love the way Ryan Burchett plays. You know, he's tough. Those linemen, those offensive linemen, they get down there, and of course he's big, he's strong. You know, Ryan, and the guy will go one-on-one with him, and he's not going to win many of those battles against Ryan Burchett. So 27-0 Holliston, 6:42 left to go in the third quarter.
Panthers will kick it off from the 40-yard line. So a great play there by the defense, stopping him on 4th and 4. The Panthers able to drive it 50 yards downfield and tack on another 8 points.
Yeah, well, that's that thing. Like I said earlier, you know, you come out, you really fire it up. You say, okay, we got a shot. Let's go. We can run all this stuff. We're going to do all this extra stuff, and then you don't score, and then Holliston does score.
Yeah,
and that's going to go out of bounds. You can see the ball up around the 35 again, I believe.
So Nick Cuttings had a few good kicks today, just getting some unlucky bounces, taking a few bounces out of bounds. So that'll bring it up to the 35. We got 6:42 left here as the defense will try and come up with another big stop.
Well, you know not this kick, but the previous kick that went out of bounds really wasn't his fault, because if they had listened to me and done an onside kick, they would probably have gotten the ball in the same spot anyway, right? So I'm not going to give that one to Cotting.
So Holliston's got 3 men on the line. Paff back in the shotgun. Gimlet coming in from the
Fumble.
left side.
No,
I don't think he ever had the ball.
Wow.
Yeah, great hit there by Teddy Radcliffe though on the coverage, knocking the ball loose right as it got to his hands. So the ball falling complete. Gimlet put some great pressure on from the left side, coming in from the outside, getting Paff right as he was about to throw it.
See, up here we really can't see it. I'm sure that the referee called it correctly, but if he was not bobbling that ball, if that ball he caught that and took that step and fumbled it, that was a fumble, but must not have had completion on it. Another incompletion.
Yeah, he was looking over the middle, knocked away by David Harding. He was looking for his man around the 41. David Harding getting in there, putting a hand in there, ripping it out.
And what Paff looks like he's doing now, Owen, is it looks like what he's trying to do is throw the ball quickly, so before that pass rush can get to him.
Yeah, so that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Still in the 35, haven't gained any yards yet. Paff back in the shotgun. Panthers got 4 or 5 men up on that line. Tristan Benson coming in. Looking for a deep shot downfield from Mark James Jr. Picked off by Christian Schneelock around the 28. He's running it back to the 40. Running back to the 50. He's going to cut back. He's coming back. to the 45. And that's where he'll go down around the 44-yard line. Big pick by Christian Schneelock. Paff trying to throw into triple coverage downfield with Mark James Jr.
What a great catch. That's beautiful. You know, he's going to go back to Lavinitis and say, Matt, you know, let me be a receiver for a few of these plays. You know, I can catch the ball. And that return was just special. Nicely done. And now Holliston's back in business again, giving that offense a short field once again inside the 45-yard line.
Yeah, so Benson ran it back about 26 yards. So Holliston will take it over at the Westwood 44. Arvanitis coming out with Ibbotson, Mulvaney, Gary, Gimlet on the right side. They'll set up on the left hash. They'll set Mulvaney in motion left to right. He'll hand it off to Ibbotson. Ibbotson going to his right to the 40, to the 35, coming out to about the 33. He'll pick up a first down. Good pickup there of about 11 yards by Dylan Ibbotson.
Nicely called, putting Mulvaney in motion like that and having him end up being one of the lead blockers. It's almost like a fullback type of a situation there, and giving Dylan Ibbotson some running room. Nice job by Dylan. Finish it off. 5:45 left to go in the third quarter. 27-0 Holliston in the lead.
Absolutely. So Holliston picks up a first down there. They'll keep moving the chains, but the 33-yard line. Arvinette's back in the shotgun. He'll set Mulvaney in motion left to right again. Watch the play action here. No, he'll just hand it off to Ibbotson. Going to his left to the 30. Pick up there of about 4 on that play to the 29.
And earlier in the game when I talked about, I think one of the things Holliston can do is really run the ball, take the ball and run it. And you know, what you're doing obviously is you're taking time off the clock and you're wearing down the defense. The offensive line loves it because they're hitting instead of being hit. And, you know, with a lead like this, you can take it down. If you can go down there and score and get the 2 extra points, you know, going into the fourth quarter, you might even end up in running time here.
Absolutely. So Arvanitis back in the shotgun with Benson in the backfield with him. He'll roll to his left, and he'll get dropped for a loss. Ball came out, but he was down.
Yeah, he was definitely
He
down.
was down far before.
That I didn't see who that was. It looked like number 60. Wang for Westwood did a really nice job there.
Yeah, it looked like Westwood had another guy, Shamar Hall, who was coming right at Arvanitis, and then it almost looked like he got fooled. Thought Arvanitis pitched it to Benson, and he just turned away. Probably could have sacked Arvanitis for a few more yards. But they'll take over. Holliston have 3rd and 9 on the 32. Radcliffe in motion left to right. They'll take it. Hand it to Arvanitis, keeps himself rolling to the right, looking downfield. Short throw coming up. Oh! Little jump ball there for Topher Ryan. Westwood's able to get in there, kind of knock it away, mess it up for Ryan.
That's one of those balls they call a 50-50 ball, and you know, a guy goes up there, and that's the guy you want to throw a 50-50 ball to, is a guy who has great hands and great leaping ability like Topher Ryan. But he was very well defended there. Really nice job defending Topher in that play.
Yeah, a real risky play on there on 3rd and 9. Doesn't hurt the Panthers, though. Looks like the offense is staying out there, so they'll go for it. On the Westwood 32. So even if it doesn't work, Westwood still won't have great field position. Panthers got 3 on the left, 1 on the right. Benson in the backfield with Arvanitis in the shotgun. Arvanitis will take it. He'll drop back in the pocket. He's looking downfield he's got Ryan. Little high throw. Ryan looked like he might have been trying to draw the pass interference call there. But throw just a little bit too high, a little bit too behind Topher Ryan. So that'll fall incomplete. Westwood will take over on their own 32.
One thing you see, Matt Arvanitis, and normally very, very accurate passer, and he just throws a beautiful ball. We've talked about this in the other games where he throws an incredibly catchable ball, nice spiral so that it's not flip-flopping all over the place. So if you catch it in your hands, it stays there. And you know, he's got a really, really strong arm. He's
Absolutely.
Shortstop, I believe, right?
He is a shortstop. He was I believe he was runner-up for TVL Defensive Player of the Year as a shortstop on the baseball team last year. I think he made 1 error all season. He might have made no errors all season. He's got great hands, great feet. Loves to throw on the run, too.
He does.
As a quarterback. Loves to roll out of the pocket. So Paff finds a receiver downfield, going up to about the 45. There'll be a first down pickup of about 13 there.
clock's moving, and when this play starts, it'll be inside of 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. Holliston up 27-0.
And so Westwood will have a first down on their own 45. Panthers got 3 men up on the line. 2 more coming in. They'll hand it off. Barreling up to about the 49 before they are dropped. Looked like Connor Mulvaney in there on the stop. Pickup of about 4 on that play to the 49. 3:12 and running on the clock. And so Westwood will get right back up to that line on their quick play. They'll hand it off again to the 50. Getting up to about the 44 on that play, 46 on that play. Before they are stopped by Holliston, so that looks like it'll bring up 3rd and 1. Pickup of about 5. So Holliston's defense not giving up to the run game.
Well, they're making them earn every yard right now.
Absolutely. So Path back in the shotgun at the 47. Oh, Ibbotson jumping the line again. Oh, big hit, fumble. Oh.
Holliston's
and
got
that's
it.
going to fall. Yep.
Holliston's got the
yeah,
ball.
Holliston fell on that. Oh, Ibbotson, third. That's at least the 3rd or 4th time this game. He'd come from the outside. This time, big hit. Paff is still down. Big hit by Ibbotson. Paff is down, so we will go to a break, and we will be right back after this. All right, and we are back after that injury timeout. So Holliston did recover that fumble. Fumble forced by Dylan Ibbotson, putting a big hit on the quarterback. And so Holliston will take over from the Westwood 43. With
every year we give out the running lineman of the year award, and from Holliston, it's a lineman who gets up and maybe scores a touchdown, does something, this and that, anything else. Tim Elwood right there, he had a chance to pick up that ball, and there's nothing but green plastic in front of him. And if he picked that up and ran it in, he would have a great shot of wrapping up the award, which, by the way, might be one of the most prestigious awards you can win in high school, on the high school level. So.
Yeah, it looks just a little too overeager. It ran right by it.
He really did.
So Holliston will take over at the 43. Arvanitis back in the shotgun. Gary on the left side. Gimlet on the right. Benson in the backfield. Gimlet in motion right to left. He comes to the left hash as Arvanitis takes it, hands it to Benson. Benson dropped for a loss of about 2, but there was a flag on the play.
Benson, the ball carrier.
To wait and see what that's for.
Flag on the play. Rowan Curtin on the tackle.
I thought I saw a holding Holliston.
If so,
against Holliston, whatever it is.
So that'll bring Holliston way back. There you keep going to the Holliston 42.
See, once again with a score 27-0, late in the game with 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. It's you gotta clean this stuff up. You got to clean up these penalties because you just can't. When you're getting a tight game, these are the things that are going to kill you.
Absolutely. So they'll take over. They'll keep going at the 42. Arvanitis rolling to his right, rolling to his left. He throws it. Tried to throw on the run, just threw a little bit too high for Teddy Radcliffe there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 25.
A little bit tougher throwing. He loves throwing on the run, and he has the capability to throw running left or running right, but obviously running right would be a little easier for him. This time he's running left, had to turn his body a little bit to get the ball over to Teddy, but just overthrew him by a bit.
Yeah, good look, though. Radcliffe would have had some room to run, could have picked up a few more yards. But it falls incomplete, so that'll bring up 2nd and 25. Still in the 42.
And, if they get some pretty decent yardage here, they will probably go for it on 4th down if need be.
Absolutely. And so they'll set Radcliffe in motion left to right. Arvanitis on the right hash. Dropping back to pass. Rolling, trying to escape the pressure. Throwing. He's got a receiver on the right side. He's still going. That's Topher Ryan. He's got room to run. He's getting chased down. Let's see if he can make it. And he'll get dragged down around the 8-yard line. Great play there by Matt Arvanitis. Looked like he was almost going to get dragged down for a sack. threw a little dump off to Topher Ryan, who's able to turn it into a big play.
How did he do that with his Arvanitis, with his footwork? He came across, and I thought they had him, and it looked to me like he opened his hips up and just took off, and it was almost like, how did he do that? I thought he was caught back there. Then he throws a ball that I thought he was just kind of thrown away, and here's Topher Ryan breaking out of the pack and going to the, that's happened 2 or 3 times in this game where they've really had Matt Arvanitis on the run, and he's turned it into a big play.
Yeah, well, Arvanitis practices his footwork tirelessly. I've seen him out on that turf out at the Holliston High School doing some ladders, doing some rollouts. He's out there for hours. I just drive by, I see him. I'm out there, I see him. He's just always there working on his craft. So let's set a receiver in motion, left to right. Arvanitis dropping back to pass. He's got, right through the hands of Teddy Radcliffe. Don't know if that ball was tipped or something.
Yeah, I thought that might have been tipped myself, the way it looked from here. I'm not sure. Daniele on the play there for Westwood.
And so that'll bring up 2nd and goal on the 9-yard line.
Let's see if Holliston, I wonder if they'll go to war here and try and run the ball 3 times.
They've had a lot of success in war this game. Picked up some big plays on war. Benson has had a few long runs. Ibbotson with a few long runs as well. When they have that many options, it's kind of hard to defend when they're all clumped into that same formation. So Arvanitis back in the shotgun. Gary on the left. Gimlin on the right.
Yep.
And a flag thrown. False start.
Yep.
So it's going to be a false start on Holliston. So that'll push him back 5 yards.
You know, my theory on this, if you have an offense that's really going well, that a lot of times this will give you a little more space to work that offense down there. It's first down. Obviously, you don't want to have a penalty. You'd rather be going forward. But if it happens, sometimes you can play it to your advantage.
Yeah, it opens up for a little bit of a longer pass now. Don't have to be so constrained. So Arvanitis back in the shotgun. He'll drop back to the 20. He's coming up now. Breaks a tackle. And he'll come in for the touchdown. Going right up the middle, looking like a running back himself. Wow. Broke a tackle. Coming in for a nice 15-yard run there for the touchdown.
What a beautiful play. He saw the opening in the center of the field, the middle of the field, and he just ran it himself. And I thought he was going to get tackled there for about a 2 or 3 yard gain. He broke the tackle, and he went in for the touchdown. So 33-0 with 12 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Holliston here trying to, they're going for 1.
So Mulvaney's going to come out for the extra point. He is 1 for 2 today. Trying to make it 2 for 3. Snap is away, another high snap. But no issue with this one for Mulvaney. Split through the uprights again. Had a little trouble with the high snap earlier in the game. Gary's able to handle the snap right now. So Mulvaney splitting the uprights. So that'll make it 34-0 Panthers with 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they're kind of opening it up now. They're obviously separating themselves from Westwood here. Westwood's had a lot of chances in this game, and you know they've made some mistakes. Holliston, I think, has made a lot of penalties. If we don't have the yardage here, but a lot of penalties, which normally would keep another team in the game, but they've just been able to overcome those penalties and go in and score.
Yeah, interesting choice there, going by 1, by the way. Going for 1 point instead of 2, because if they had gotten 2, they would have made 35 and would have made it running clock in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
But decided to take the safe route and go for 1. So it's now 34-0 as Nick Cotting comes back to kick it. The kick is away. Low kick. This one will stay in bounds to about the 17. Bringing back to the 30, to the 35. Getting up to about the 38. Good run back there of about 18 for Westwood. Solid kick by Nick Cotting.
So we'll see here with 4 seconds left after this next play that we go into the 4th quarter. We'll see if both these teams will be trying to work some other.
Looks like there's a Holliston player down, maybe some cramps. So we're going to have an injury timeout. We'll be right back after this. All right, so we are back after that injury timeout. And so it looks like we're going to be going right into the 4th quarter. We're going to have running clock. as the Panthers are up by 30.
Yeah, we thought the rule was 35 points in the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, but we've just been informed it's 30. So we will have the running time starting now, and we'll see if we can get some other guys on the field here for both these teams. This is where you pick up such valuable experience when if you're a sophomore or junior or maybe senior, hasn't seen a lot of time, you can get out there and first thing you can do is it's a lot of fun because you work as hard as everybody else out in the field during the week, and this gives you a little bit of playing time. But the other thing it does is it gives experience to those sophomores and juniors who will be back next year.
Doesn't look like they're doing that though. They still got their starters out there, still going hard. And so the Panthers got 3 men up on the line. New quarterback in after Paff left with an injury. And so they'll hand it off. And it looks like he'll get about 1 yard on that play. Gets stopped at the line. Looked like Ryan Stanwood in there. Mitch Gimlet in there. Pickup of about 1 there. We got 11:41 and running in the fourth quarter.
It's a big win for Holliston. It gets them in a little bit better position now. They have three games left in the league before they hopefully can get into the playoffs, and they'll be playing Norwood next week at Holliston, and then they're away for a couple other games. They'll play let's see, Ashland and then Hopkinton.
So the quarterback, a little screen pass. Oh! Big hit there by Justin Baddock, but looks like he's going to get called for a horse collar. Got an arm around the neck there, so they'll tack on some more yards at the end of that big run.
You mentioned Justin's name for what he did last week, and boy, he came on. He came in and he had 1 sack, and I think he might have even had a second sack or thrown somebody for a loss or something. But he came in and established himself very quickly last week when he got in the game.
Absolutely. So this will tack on an extra, I believe face mask is 15 yards with these new rules.
Mm-hmm.
And so that'll bring him to the 32. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 32 for Westwood. 10:19 and running on the clock. So Westwood showing that they're not afraid to throw with this new quarterback. Holliston stacking the line. They're coming in strong. Oh, knocked down. Couldn't even tell who that hit. So many of them in there. Looked like Kevin Lyons, Connor Mulvaney. One of them most likely was the one who tipped the pass. They were both in the area. And so that'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the 32. As Baddock coming off, Cahill coming in.
Westwood's going to keep throwing. Holliston's going to keep coming after him, I think.
Yeah, Holliston stacking the line again, bringing that pass rush. But they hand it off this time. Pickup of about 3 on that play before they are dropped by Kevin Lyons.
Not a bad.
By Dylan Ibbotson, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Owen. Not a bad call by Westwood. Holliston's coming in, and they're just throwing everything at the young quarterback there. But it's a nice call to call that draw and kind of make the defensive line and defensive front seven maybe think a split second before they just rush in every time.
Holliston looks like they are undeterred. Still got 4 men up on that line. The quarterback's in the shotgun. He'll drop back. Kevin Lyons coming in. He's giving chase. Oh, looked like a little bit of a pass.
Oh.
Calling that a throwing motion as a stretch. But he was being chased down by Kevin Lyons. He's trying to dump it off right before he got hit. So that'll be called an incomplete pass.
That's the Westwood version of the tuck rule.
So that'll bring up 4th and 8. Clearly 4th down territory as we only have 8.5 minutes left in this game. So the offense will stay out there. Try and pick up 8 more yards.
This defense does not want to give up a score.
Absolutely. Still got stacking the line. As he drops back, he's looking deep pass. He looks too far, overthrown. So that's going to fall incomplete, and the Panthers will take over.
Well, that was a beautiful pass. You see that ball? That was perfect spiral right down the field. He has an arm. That's he's going to be here next year, I believe. Pap's gone next year, so.
Absolutely. So Panthers defense comes up with another big stop, even after that horse collar penalty, and they will take over at the Westwood 29, at the Holliston 29, excuse me.
Over some of the Greek keys here, he said, you know, start fast and avoid any turnovers in the first quarter. Well, they really kind of didn't start too fast or avoid any turnovers, but that defense, every time there was an issue, the defense came on the field and controlled the ball for Holliston.
So Kevin Balowitz coming in now as quarterback. Low snap handled by Balowitz as they hand it off. Pounding upfield. Number 27, Derek D'Angelo, picking up about 4 or 5 yards in that play.
The other thing, another key of the game here, the big play offense, and Marv and Gimlet and Benson, and of course you can throw Topher Ryan in there. They all did a great job there. Special teams did come up big. The defensive pressure and coverage was just absolutely phenomenal. So he said, you know, if you're pitching a shot in the fourth quarter, if it's still viable, go for it, and that's kind of what's happening right here.
Absolutely. So Balowitz back in the shotgun with D'Angelo behind him. He'll hand it off again. This time D'Angelo looks like he's dropped for a loss of about 1. So that'll bring up 3rd and 7. With Balowitz seeing some quality time. He'll most likely be the starting quarterback next season after Arvanitis is gone. Getting some good quality minutes here. Getting ready for next season.
Running time now is down under 6 minutes, 5:59, 5:58 in running.
So, Panthers getting the call from Todd Kiley.
They're down in 6.
Balowitz in the shotgun. 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Balowitz will take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's rolling to his left. Gets it off. Ooh.
Was he in bounds?
Looks like they are calling it
Complete?
Yeah, they're calling it complete.
Oh, no, it looks
no.
like incomplete.
No, yeah. He's saying he wasn't in bounds. So Nick Cotting made a great catch there, but he looks like he did fall out of bounds as he was coming down. So that's going to be incomplete and bring up 4th and 6. So it looks like the punt team will be coming out.
And it was that punt way back there in the first quarter that really, really ruined the day for Westwood.
Absolutely. So Topher Ryan back at the 20 to punt it away. He'll take the snap from Sean Keast. And he will unleash a kick. Bouncing out to the 42. And Westwood will fall on at the 42. So good punt there by Topher Ryan, picking up about 38 yards in that punt. And Westwood will start 8 yards into their own territory.
4:30 left to go in this ball game. And this defense now, I'm sure, will have some new faces out here, but those starters are saying, don't you mess it up for us.
Yeah, I can already see some new faces in that hull. We got number 13, Danny Nash. We got number 72, Brandon Ibbotson, younger brother of Dylan Ibbotson. So definitely seeing some of the younger players getting some quality minutes here. But yeah, definitely don't want to blow the shutout at this point. Only 4 minutes left. So the new look Panthers defense will jog out onto the field. As Westwood is in the shotgun. And they will take the snap, hand it off.
Whoa.
Oh, and the ball's loose. Falls on by Holliston.
Yep.
Look at Justin Baddock.
Yep.
Justin Baddock picking up that fumble around the 43.
You know, Justin Baddock's in a little bit of a reputation with me. He seems to be either around the ball or around the ball carrier all the time. Nicely done by Justin, but I didn't see who made the hit. But another hard hit by the Holliston defense. And
Yeah.
now Holliston can pretty much just kind of run this thing off.
At this point, might have to pick up 1 or 2 first downs, but should be set. So it looks like Balowitz will come back out as quarterback. Panthers will start at the Westwood 43. Balowitz will take the snap, and he'll fake the handoff. He'll take it himself. He's going to the left. He picks up a first down and then some. He's still going. Forced out of bounds around the 23, but there's a flag back at the 30. So I think this is coming back. Great pickup, though, by Balowitz, picking up about 23 yards in that play.
Now, we've seen him do that a couple of times this year, come in and run like that. So Kevin seems to be very athletic, too, pretty quick.
Kevin started on the varsity baseball team as a sophomore last year. Very fast outfielder. He's got some good legs, also natural athlete.
Did he help you out a few times when you were on the mound there? He'd save a few games for you or something? 1:55 left to go in the game.
So Ballott's in the shotgun. Noah Salem, Nick Cotting on the right side. D'Angelo in the backfield. Balowitz takes the pass. He's going to keep it, snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to the right, and he gets dragged down around the 36. So that's a gain of about 7 on that play. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Excuse me, 2nd and 3.
So Westwood now will move to 2 and 3. Holliston will move to 4 and 0, and they'll be ready to go back for senior day. Probably, I'm guessing it's going to be next Saturday against Norwood at Comedian Field. Make sure all you people go down there. If you can't, listen, please watch us on the streaming video. And thanks to all who have watched us today.
I'm sure Norwood isn't too affected by that Triple E scare, as they play Saturdays anyways. They do not have lights. Kevin Balowitz keeps it himself again as he barrels up to the 26. And so a great pickup, another first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, that might be it. Let's see, if there's 35 seconds left to go in the game.
Yep, as the student section has taken over where the Westwood student section was. Real power move there.
Yeah. Nicely done.
20 seconds left in the game. And 8, 7, 6.
Yeah, they're going
to let it run down. Yeah, all right, so that is the game, folks, as the Panthers pick up a big 34-0 win against a TVL rival, Westwood.
Well, it's a great game. First of all, that defense, you got to give them a lot of credit. They've really played out of their minds this year. And the other thing they have going for them, that the offense played pretty well. They had a few penalties here and there, but they overcame what they had to overcome. They made some great plays. Matt Ivanez running, Benson running, Ibbotson running, Topher Ryan catching balls all over the place. Gimlet, everybody looked good. That offensive line played very stoutly, especially from the second quarter on. And the special teams, they helped out a little bit too. So they'll look at the tapes and they'll see a few things. They'll clean up a little bit. But other than that, Holliston's going to leave here today with a 34-0 win. I'd like to thank a few people who've come here today to help us. Chris McNerney on the box here. He runs all this stuff. I don't know what to do, but he does a great job of whatever it is he does there. Bruce Guilfoy up on the big camera. Christian Boudet and Mark Dennison down on the field. And Owen, another great job. Thank you very much. You're special. You do a really nice job with this, and you brought Holliston 2 wins, and you did this personally, I know, and I know how much you trained for this, and it's paid off. Final score from Flahive Field in Westwood. Holliston 34, Westwood 0. We'll see you next week in Norwood. Thank you, at Holliston playing Norwood. Thank you, everyone.